Hello, I'm Julia Montesano.
And I'm Peter Williams, and we're from AFLW Central.
And we're taking a dive into Vic Metro's lineup ahead of the AFL Women's Under-18 Championships. And Pete, they've just come off a win against Vic Country at GMHBA Stadium in Geelong, and their fixtures ahead of the tournament at the Gold Coast. They'll be playing against WA, Queensland and Central Allies over the week's tournament. And Pete, I think we know who the star player will be for Vic Metro.
Yeah, definitely. I think that you don't need to look too far for Calder Cannon's Maddie Press-Parkers. Obviously, she's the one that everyone's been talking about since last year. She won the Vic Metro MVP award, and she's just, I guess, a really natural talent, can play midfield or forward, and she's the one that leads the way and stands up in big moments. So she's definitely the one to look out for.
Yeah, she was certainly a game changer in the last match against Vic Country. She kicked 2 quick goals in quick succession, so she really got the game over the line for Vic Metro. And she's coming off the Cannon's best and fairest as well, so she's in fine form, and I think she'll do really well on the week for Vic Metro. What about the one to watch for you? I mean, probably there's some players in the AFLW Academy that you might want to look out for.
Yeah, Vic Metro has quite a strong squad, obviously, coming off the victory against Vic Country, and you've got players like Georgia McPherson down back, and up forward there's Daisy Bateman and Katie Lynch through the midfield, as well as Eastern Rangers, Michaela Can and Emerson Woods rotating midfield and forward. So a lot of those girls have actually had the VFLW experience or will have it soon. So they're already getting that senior experience, and I think that'll really be telling when it comes to, coming back and playing against the under-18s.
Yeah, certainly will. I think some players to watch for mine is probably Georgia Patrikios. I mean, she's a real X-factor player. She does have a signature sidestep that we have become accustomed to watching her use in the TAC Cup girls competition. She's one that can really turn the game on its head in a couple of minutes, really. And there's also players like Carla Renderman in the ruck. She's one that's also had VFLW experience too, so I think that'll hold her in good stead as well. And Mandy Brancato-Sani, you can't really fault her. She's the one that always plays a team role for the Northern Knights in the TAC Cup girls season, captained them to a grand final, and I think she'll do well in the Vic Metro lineup as well.
And obviously, Metro has a lot of the high goal-scoring players who went up the top in the TAC Cup girls. Obviously, Holly Bates one, and Bateman's another. They had good days out quite a few times and really performed. So I think they've got plenty of firepower up front as well. So I think it'll be great to see them against WA, who had a couple of wins against Queensland, and just see how they test themselves.
What about some underrated players? The ones that we don't often talk about, the ones that aren't in the AFLW Academy as per se.
Yeah, so there's quite a few, obviously, and Cleo Saxon-Jones is one coming in from Western Jets, and Gabby DeAngelis as well. She's recently had a couple of games with the Southern Saints in the VFLW, so that's really important for her. Those kind of girls that are coming through, and I guess they're not through that AFL Academy, but they've performed really well and earned their Vic Metro spot. So who do you sort of see from your enders?
Yeah, definitely some more Northern Knights players, and Sarah Sansonetti in the back line. I think she'll be a really crucial player for Vic Metro, and also Brittany Gutnech as well. She did come off a 7-goal performance in the TAC Cup girls competition, so she can certainly get up forward to kick a couple, and she's one of those versatile players that can move around and make an impact wherever she goes. So I think they're definitely two to watch as well for me.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Vic Metro are probably one of the teams to beat, especially winning against Vic Country, because they're probably rated as two of the top competitors in the entire carnival, along with WA. I think that, it's going to be a great carnival, and Vic Metro would certainly back their chances in now that they've had the win over Vic Country.
Do you think they'll win 3 from 3 against WA, Queensland and Central Allies?
Well, I think the WA will give them a really good test, because obviously WA won both theirs against Queensland, so once those two get to clash and we get an idea about where everyone's at, then I think we'll really know from there where Vic Metro are rated. But certainly I think they're probably one of the teams to beat, for sure.
They certainly are. We wish the best of luck to Vic Metro on the Gold Coast ahead of the AFL Women's Championships.